Good seeing you again, mate. Really good seeing the driving, getting back on track and hitting some good quality shots towards the end of the session. And here's why, essentially. So this is the swing from the start of it. So setting some decent positions up at the top, maybe just a fraction long. I would like the swing a little bit shorter, but you're regaining underneath the plane line quite nicely. But this is where things were going wrong, is you were just getting far too open with the chest, too aggressive with the chest, and that's pushing the club essentially on the plane line a little bit too soon, and there's a steepness to the angle of attack from here. So when you're working down so steeply onto the ball, of course if you do close the club face, it's just going to be so low it will be almost unplayable, and of course the club path is tracking slightly to the left, so it's making sure that we've got enough shallowness to the angle of attack that we can release the club head properly to be able to hit that high draw. So I think we're taking the ball up a little bit higher for you, making sure the ball position was just back of centre, well, I beg your pardon, just back of the left heel, so slightly further back than you have had it, which is quite important, because what we're trying to do is trying to make sure that this chest stays coiled and the hips stay coiled for a little bit longer, allowing you to hit essentially from a wee bit more from the inside, so you're hitting more from this way into the inner quadrant of the ball, or the southern hemisphere of the ball, with the shoulders, the hips still a little bit more coiled. And of course this provides shallowness to the angle of attack, and of course you need to make sure that you release the club face from here. So nice to see some draws that had some height to it, which is obviously something you've been struggling with recently, and that will make a big difference to that driving. But we need to essentially over the summer just make sure we don't leave too long between lessons, so rather than kind of ad hoc quick fixes, we need to build more of a template and a good kind of set in place a good paradigm for building a golf swing that you can recognise the faults in quickly and fix yourself, as opposed to that kind of last minute cry for help. So, yeah, we'll work on that and make sure it's not too long before I see you again. We'll get you and Rich out on the golf course as soon as we can. The weather's a bit better, and then we can go from there.